This is off Bancroft and McAdam, and we can see a line of officers outside the building. We brought you here live about 7 minutes ago, and we couldn't see much because gas and smoke had just filled the air. It was really thick. We couldn't even see across the street at that building. Looks like another line of officers are working their way past our photographer right now. So again, police have declared an unlawful assembly at this ICE building. They're asking people to not damage the building. We'll continue keeping our eye on this for you and bring you an update over on Fox 12.
For the moment, protesters have kind of scattered. We'll keep an eye on this story all evening long. We'll bring you an update in just moments. These protests cap off Inauguration Day.
And then said, I didn't make a mistake, but they asked me, would I like to debate this gentleman? And I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
In Portland, we've seen both peaceful protests and ones where protesters caused damage. Thanks for joining us tonight on the 10 o'clock news. I'm Wayne Garcia.
And I'm Nora Hart. In the nation's capital, the security fences are coming down. The windows of the White House are dark, and Washington, D.C. is resting after today's historic inauguration.
And I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Give you a live look at D.C. right now, the Capitol building. The inauguration came to an end this evening with quite the fireworks show and also a message of unity from President Biden.
And I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Our inauguration was not about us, but about you, the American people. This is a great nation. We're a good people. And to overcome the challenges in front of us requires the most elusive of all things in a democracy. Unity.
While the president called for unity, we saw protests in the streets of Portland, as we mentioned.
And some of those protests left behind some damage. At one point, some of them smashed windows of the Democratic Party headquarters in Northeast Portland. They also lit a fire in a dumpster and turned it over.
And here's another look at that protest outside the ICE building in South Portland. As you can see, not too much happening at the moment. Police have declared an unlawful assembly. Our crew there says they have seen the group throw a few eggs at the building. We are bringing you complete live team coverage right here on Fox 12. We'll break down the inauguration in just a moment.
First, let's begin with Fox 12's Drew Marine. She's showing us the damage done today compared to that group protested peacefully at Irving Park earlier. Drew?
That's right. You can see the Democratic headquarters here in Northeast Portland took quite a hit. All of their windows are boarded up after being smashed by protesters earlier today. We actually can still see shards of glass in front of the sidewalk, in front of the building here. The group responsible for this damage started at Revolution Hall today and made their way here, where they didn't just smash windows, but spray painted the building too. There was another group who spent the day listening to speakers and ended their demonstration with a peaceful march near Irving Park. A protest that started in Southeast Portland today ended with destruction. A group of about 150 people gathered at Revolution Hall around 3 p.m. Police say at one point officers moved in to remove metal poles and contact someone with a weapon. When they were swarmed by the crowd, objects were thrown, and police say they threw a smoke canister to get officers out of there safely. Then the group marched crossing over Sandy Boulevard and East Burnside, eventually blocking traffic at East Grand during rush hour. That's when the crowd made their way over to the Democratic Party of Oregon's headquarters, where they proceeded to break out windows and spray paint the building. Portland police say there were 8 arrests at this protest, with charges ranging from interfering with a peace officer to reckless burning. In Northeast Portland, there was another peaceful demonstration organized by the Defend Democracy Coalition. Over 100 people gathered at Irving Park around 4 this afternoon to celebrate a new era in the United States by listening to speakers. However, one of the organizers, Ray Austin, says there's still more work to be done.
We're here both to stand in celebration to the fact that we're kicking Donald Trump out of office, but we're also here to stand in resistance and recognize that even though Donald Trump is gone, the threats that he represents are by far gone from this country.
Which is why Austin says they have a list of demands they want the new administration to meet.
Medicare for all, absolutely. Living wage for people in this country. A Green New Deal, right? defunding police across the board. There's so many different issues that we really want to press.
One healthcare worker who was tabling for the Service Employees International Union says he came out to support because they're all fighting for the same cause.
The demands of this march, healthcare justice, economic justice, racial justice, those are all the same things we're fighting for in our contract. So it is all one big battle.
The Democratic Party of Oregon issued a statement tonight calling the damage disappointing and frustrating, saying, quote, "We at the Democratic Party of Oregon are resolute and determined to do everything in our power to support the Biden-Harris administration and to help Oregon and America recover from the pandemic stronger than before." Live in Northeast Portland, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.